I have a question for you. The bowl season is coming up here, and I know you get really excited about that. Can you tell me, off the top, what do you think will be the best 5 games to watch for a non-college football bowl game?
Non-playoff game.
Okay, non-playoff.
Yes.
I'd say I'll start with 5 and work my way up to 1.
Okay.
I think that the Rose Bowl at number 5 for my 5th best will be an interesting game to watch to see how Dwayne Haskins comes out and plays after also being snubbed for the Heisman. When you look at Haskins' numbers, actually, statistically, his numbers were better than Kyler Murray. As far as the number of yards that he threw for and the number of touchdowns. I think that Ohio State, being that it's going to be Urban Meyer's last game, will come out ready to play. They'll want to send him out on a positive note. But also, I think Washington has something to prove because the Pac-12, for the second year, has been left out of the playoffs. And Washington, being the best team in the Pac-12 and carrying that torch for the Pac-12, will want to come out and prove to the country that the Pac-12 football is legitimate. So that would be my number 5 game.
Okay.
My number 4 game would be Florida and Michigan. I personally, Joey, want to see how Harbaugh is going to rebound after that whooping that he took from Ohio State. It's going to be key because it may be him playing for his job in that game.
Okay.
He hasn't beat Ohio State yet. He's going into a bowl game where, people are doubting Michigan and saying they can't win the big game, and Harbaugh's not a big game coach. And whenever you can put one on an SEC team, which is clearly the strongest conference in college football, it's a big win for the program and a boost for the conference. So I think that game will be my number 4 game. And I also expect Florida to come out with something to prove. Dan Mullen, in his first year at Florida, he's going to be looking to come out and get the win of the Harbaugh in Michigan. And I think it'll be nice. The offensive coach with Mullen and his creative offense versus that number 1 defense in Michigan that got shredded, though, the last game of the season. I think both teams will be out to prove something. My number 3 game is going to be the game between Kentucky and Penn State. And I really like this game because Kentucky, this is their first sort of team that's in a New Year's Day bowl game with Jimmy Snell. And this team has been doubted and tested all season. And aside from, some of the clear favorites like Georgia, against teams like LSU, they've come out and they've answered the bell. So going up against a Big Ten team, Trace McSorley, who's always fun to watch at quarterback for Penn State. That Penn State defense is playing tough again this year. I think this will be a very exciting Big Ten SEC game, and one that I think the fans would have a good time watching, and I'm interested to see if Benny Snell gets Kentucky football on the map as well, because now they're not just playing basketball in Kentucky, Joey. They're playing football there, too.
Yep.
My number 2 game would be, and I may be possibly attending this game due to being in the area around New Year's, and that's Texas and Georgia. I think that the Dogs got something they want to prove to the nation after being snubbed in the playoffs.
Right.
Top four teams. They, suffered that loss in the last, basically, couple of plays to Alabama. And I know Kirby Smart is going to have something to prove against that Big 12 and Texas. Texas played well, wasn't able to run with Oklahoma. Oklahoma just a little bit too much offense. I think that Kirby Smart will go out and try to blow the doors off of Texas to show that it wasn't even close, that the margin of victory was a lot more than the margin of victory with Oklahoma and Texas in that Big 12 game, and just really prove that Georgia should have been in. I think after that game, his goal is to have the committee and the fan base of college football in general say, maybe we should put Georgia in there. So I think that'll be a good game, but I know Tom will have Texas ready, and they're going to be fired up to play. And New Orleans is only a couple-hour car ride from Austin, so that'll be a dandy. And then my number one outside of the bowl game of the college football playoff game to watch is, Joey, it's your UCF night against those Bengal Tigers of LSU in the Bayou.
Yes.
I think this game, I'm actually more excited to watch this game than even the Notre Dame Clemson game, because I already think I know which way that one's going to go. I mean, this is David and Goliath here getting ready for a 12-round bout.
Yeah, but who's David and who's Goliath? Because UCF is a defending national champion.
Come on now. Come on, here we go.
Yeah, you know what? In their eyes, they are. I really can't say that I disagree with them. I mean, I disagree with the committee on them getting snubbed this year, because I do. I feel this year they did get snubbed.
Yeah.
And right now, in the country's eyes, they're David.
Yeah. Yeah, but, I understand them getting snubbed. Just based on what we talked about last week, it's like they're not going to move up enough in the poll to make it. You know what I'm saying?
Based upon the competition.
Right, even a loss, even Georgia with a loss, like when you're looking at it, you can't jump them over Georgia.
No.
When they, so it's.
But this is definitely going to prove a point. If they get
point.
smacked or spanked, then it's not going to be good.
I'm ready for the whole system to come down.
If they can compete and then possibly win, then that makes it even more interesting.
See, I don't even think it's a question of them competing.
Okay.
The question is if they're going to win the game or not. They're going to compete.
Yeah.
They're going to compete. You can only play 22 people. So Georgia's 60-man depth is not going to help you here. That helps you during the regular season. It's not going to help you in one game.
Yeah.